Jordan Clearwater finally gets his hands on Richie Slade. This has been brewing for weeks, and today it all comes to a head, and it's for the Heritage Championship. Text your friends and tell them it's bell time.
Started when Slade took liberties, put his hands on EJ Sparks, and Jordan Clearwater came out to do the right thing. They've had their differences ever since, and Clearwater has not been able to get his hands on this guy, and I gotta think that when he's been hitting the bags in the gym, he's been seeing Slade's face.
Yeah, he's been talking about it in training, using this dislike for Slade as motivation, and I think he's gonna hurt Slade when he gets his hands on him.
But a lot has happened since the start of the issues with Clearwater and Richie Slade, namely Jordan Clearwater becoming the Heritage Champion, and look at the eyes just staring daggers through the challenger, Richie Slade.
No hocus pocus, just focus, looks like, from Jordan Clearwater. He wants to kick this thing off with a bang.
Jordan Clearwater's been waiting to get his hands on this guy. And there have been several times where they've been very close, almost face-to-face with each other, and Jordan could not touch him. He's very, very excited to get in the ring today with Richie Slade.
And an opportunity to defend the prestigious Hollywood Heritage title in the process. And what better place to do it than right here as part of the big episode 500 spectacular. So you got the Vendetta, the rivalry title as well, and here to set the stage, Adnan Qureshi.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Hollywood Heritage Championship. Introducing first, I'll handle it from here, buddy. Introducing first, the challenger, weighing in at 4.5 slabs of pure beef. He hails from Gainesville pasture. He is your next Heritage Champion. He is everlasting Richie Slade!
Introduction was everlasting.
Come on, wait for the bell.
And introducing his opponent, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the Hollywood Heritage Champion, the Golden Boy, Jordan Clearwater.
My man right there. I am so proud of this kid. He's made leaps and strides of progress over the last 8 months.
Oh, to say the least. And you know, he scored victories here in Championship Wrestling from Hollywood. He's competed in New Japan Pro Wrestling, live on pay-per-view on Primetime Live. He's got 2 consecutive victories over Will All Day, most recently in a title defense of the Heritage title. I mean, this kid has been on fire using that training at Black House MMA, and now putting the title on the line here in the historic 500th episode. Boy, you can cut the tension here. 2 rivals that do not like each other, and the Heritage title hanging in the balance.
Oh, hey, that's a close strike.
Jordan comes out immediately testing the waters in range with his hands.
You believe Flex say, hey, he's going for a closed fist, a closed strike, anything to protect the moneymaker, the face.
They are trying to just sort of milk this no contact as much as they can, but we're in the match now.
I think it's even beyond that. I think Flex is just trying to involve himself, because if he can distract Jordan Clearwater just for a second, that might be all Slade needs to get a slight advantage.
Yeah, I don't know if those tactics are going to work, because as you both have discussed, Jordan has just been making the most of every opportunity that's been coming his way.
Well, and you know what? If you're afraid of getting hit in the face, I agree with you. But if you're afraid of getting hit in the face, the last person you want to be in the ring with is Jordan Clearwater, the master of the Midas touch.
No doubt about it. He's kicked down, every opportunity, and he has kicked in the face every opponent that he has seen.
I think something else to mention about that Midas touch is the size differential between these two. Jordan Clearwater is significantly taller, and because of that height differential, it's going to be much easier for him to land that Midas touch on Richie Slade than a lot of the other opponents Jordan Clearwater's already hit it on.
Slade just playing it as cagey as he can in there right now, trying to avoid the big-time damage of the Golden Boy.
This is smart. Richie Slade's behind him, keeping Jordan Clearwater's weapons facing away from him. Jordan Clearwater comes back with a technical grappling reversal.
That's an excellent point. Now backing up the champion into the ropes, and we get a break.
Hey, come on, Richie.
And again, Clearwater wants to push the pace here. Clearwater wants to amp this up, the intensity, and starts to now transitions to strikes.
I want to see him just continue to beat on Richie Slade. I know Richie's not going to be able to take, oh, beautiful slam. He's not going to be able to take these strikes from Jordan. Jordan hits like a mule.
Now, recently we saw the submission skills of the challenger, Blake. Talking about Richie Slade. Hold on here. Measured. Big chop there by the Golden Boy. We saw that candy clutch. Has Clearwater, and now a big right hand. Talk about getting hit to the face. Has Clearwater worked on his submission defense?
Clearwater has fantastic offensive and defensive submission skills. I am not worried in the slightest about Richie Slade's candy clutch.
Be worried about those shots.
You can tell Jordan's a little bit emotional there. I want to see him stay a little bit more calm. I don't want to see him get overzealous and put himself in a bad position because he's so emotionally attached to this situation.
I mean, Beef Candy for weeks now has just been taunting him and really driving, this vendetta. So to your point, like Jordan, it might spill over.
Into the cover now after the suplex. And yeah, you don't want to get overzealous. I mean, that's fine when it was just, a rivalry match, when there was bragging rights. But now you got the Heritage title on the line as well. You got to stay composed. You got to find a way if you're the Golden Boy. And he's doing so right now, laser focused at the moment. Big backdrop, long way down off that big frame of the Golden Boy.
I think as long as this stays an orthodox match inside the ring, that I don't think we're going to see Jordan Clearwater get too emotional or drawn out of his character.
And Clearwater just wants to get his hands on Slade. We're going to take a break. This Heritage title match continues right after this.
Now, have you been naughty or nice? Well, if you've been naughty, come sit by me, darling. Don't go away.
I feel like I'm the good kind of spicy. It means you got an edge. I got an edge.
It means he's got some umph, and I got some umph.
I don't know about your umph, but impatience doesn't equal spicy.
Sonic Chicken Slinger.
Is it a good umph or a bad umph?
Need a quick roof repair, maybe 5, 10, 15 shingles?
Pro Shingle's new Speedy Shingle service is just what you need. It's quick, fast, and speedy.
They can help with even the smallest roofing repairs. Call Pro Shingle now, 901-258-6503.
Saturday at noon, join us for Championship Wrestling, presented by Pro Shingle. Ray Rosas and SoCal Distancing go to war. Saturday at noon on CW30 Memphis. Last week on Championship Wrestling, in our Dave and Buster's Match of the Week, we crowned new #1 contenders for the United World Tag Team titles.
The Power Ballad, and they're on their way, not home sweet home, but to episode 500, and for a shot at the United Tag Team titles.
And the stage was set for the biggest match in women's division history.
Have you ever taken a chop? What? Oh God, what the hell was that? You gotta get used to it! Ruby Race hits really hard! For Heller! Yeah! Yeah! We're gonna go!
What have I been doing to train? What have I been doing to train? This is what I do. I am a professional wrestler. Why don't you ask her what she's been doing to train?
All I've been doing is training for the past 3.5 years. Of course I'm ready. All I want to do is wrestle.
Everything that Nico has given me includes everything that Nico has, including this team. Nobody in their wildest dreams can even hope to match up to these two.
All that and so much more on the fastest hour in pro wrestling. Watch episode 90 in full at youtube.com/championship wrestling.
Welcome back to this Heritage title matchup here as part of the episode 500 spectacular. And through the break, Clearwater sure got his hands and his feet on Richie Slade.
All over his face, and you saw Flex on the outside. He's about ready to jump out of his wrapper. He was so angry to see that happening.
This turned into a striking war here, Blake. And now shrugging him off. Drop kick again. You can't take anything away from the athleticism of Richie Slade.
No, you can't. He's doing a fantastic job. He's taken a lot of big shots from Jordan Clearwater thus far. I'm actually impressed with his resilience.
Slade.
Big slam there by Jordan Clearwater.
Hits the canvas hard again. Saw the backdrop earlier. Now the big scoop and a slam. Just getting deposited by Clearwater. But here's a mistake here, guys.
Cannot allow himself to get distracted by Flex. I mentioned this earlier about getting emotional. If he can keep it in the ring and orthodox, then I don't think Flex will play into it. But if he comes on the outside or allows Flex to get him emotionally,
See, the antics of Beef Candy paying dividends once again could cost Jordan Clearwater here. He's in one of the most precarious positions you can be in.
Yep, precarious to be sure. And we'll see here again. This is not the training you taught him here. He wasn't taught to go up top. I think in the legendary Black House MMA, and it might cost the champion. Does Slade have the power and the balance? He does. Big-time superplex with the title on the line, and Clearwater's in trouble. He hit hard.
Yeah, that was an incredible superplex.
He's draping the arm over, becoming new champion.
Here we go, history to be made.
Yeah, I think that some of these high-flying attacks, there's a hole that we need to fill in Jordan Clearwater's game that I'm just not an expert in.
And again, now going for the cover is Clearwater. And you know, again, guys, champions have been in jeopardy. If you think in recent weeks, you saw Clearwater dethrone Ray Roses. We saw the Bodega defeat SoCal Distancing for the tag team titles, and now the Heritage title on the line yet again.
Yeah, and Jordan Clearwater, you know, he could have lost it himself when he defended against Will Allday. Put a definitive finish on that one, though, and now defending yet again.
And that's a great point. You know, Clearwater put the title on the line in a high-profile matchup just last week, guys. 2 consecutive weeks, 2 consecutive title defenses.
Lonely at the top for Jordan Clearwater, and Richie Slade, though, looking pretty lonely in the corner, trying to avoid those strikes of the Golden Boy.
Oh, he doesn't want to get hit in the face, and I think he was trying to get out the back door, but that door was closed. Now trying to transition to power. He does, comes out with a sit-out power bomb. New champ on the way. No, wow.
As close as it gets. Flex is just coming unglued on the outside. Beef Candy thought they were coming home with some gold.
I mean,
Flex was about to jump out of his skin, guys.
Richie Slade's actually doing very well right now. That counter in the corner was huge for him. That was a big change in momentum.
And again, I think, and now you see it. There we go. That Sling Slade into the cover goes Richie Slade, looking to make history, looking to win the Heritage title. But I think it was another case. It doesn't cost any more to try. Looking again, very pugnacious is Slade. And you saw the guy, and now stacking him up all the way down over the shoulders. You saw the face momentarily there of the champion. Is he in trouble? Is he worried at this point, Blake?
You know, I would imagine Richie Slade's a little worried. Richie Slade just hit him with a big power bomb and that sling blade, and Jordan Clearwater kicked out of both. I'm not sure what type of attacks he's got left in his arsenal that might be able to put Jordan Clearwater down.
Now we know he's got that candy drop. We know he's got the candy clutch, but not where you want to be, where the bigger, stronger champion can really take aim and fire.
I think composure is going to be the key for Jordan Clearwater, whether it's the antics of Beef Candy or taking punishment. What a power slam from Jordan Clearwater into the cover. Could be a successful defense. Richie Slade getting out.
And before mastering that Midas touch, back in the day, Clearwater won quite a few matches with that running power slam, guys.
Yeah, turning back the clock a little bit there with that power slam here on the 500th episode Spectacular.
I agree with you, Jimbo, about composure. Oh, here it comes. He's calling for it.
Looking composed right now.
Left leg hospital, right leg cemetery. You ready for this, Richie Slade?
Leave a plot open. It's over. He's got him measured. He's got him in his sights. Oh, and look at the basement drop kick. Took out the leg, took out the left leg there, had it scouted. Maybe called his shot a little bit too much there, Blake. Took a little too much time.
I actually agree with you. He telegraphed it a little bit. Richie Slade coming and had a beautiful counter for him.
Richie Slade just too tough a competitor.
He
going up top. Oh, came up short.
He ran right into it.
Yeah, could be. Oh, but now look at Flex derailing what should be the finish of this match.
Flex with the challenge. He's not throwing the challenge flag like he used to, but precious time is ticking. You know, Clearwater not even going for the cover because he knows the official out of position. But this thing would have been over. Who is this?
What is going on?
He got hit by the Heritage title.
Who is that?
think it was one of the ringside photographers. I think he was taking still shots.
Turn the other way! Come on! Richie! Richie! The other way! Richie! Turn
The match continues.
Richie, that way!
And Flex is beside himself. Not this way. Clearwater's not moving.
No! Are you
Here
kidding me?
is your winner and new Hollywood Heritage Champion, Richie Slade.
What in the world just happened, guys? I mean, we had seen the Midas touch. You had Slade off the top, came up short. Midas touch, Flex on the apron, and then somebody inexplicably comes in and hits Clearwater with the title.
And I don't think Beef Candy had anything to do with that. I mean, Flex McCallion looks as surprised as we do.
Well, I think the assailant, I think, is still at ringside, taking a knee out there.
I can't believe they just cheated
Oh,
Jordan
there
Clearwater
he is.
out of
You're
that title.
right, TK. Who is Stock? Is he?
I mean, it's sickening. And look at this. Slade lost in all this. Slade is the Heritage Champion.
TK, who is this?
I don't know, Blake. I don't know. But he just, stalking, making his way into the ring.
Oh my God.
No. Is that we've seen these haunting these haunting vignettes.
That's Jack Banning. That's that maniac. We've been seeing his messages for weeks.
The Looney Tune guy.
But
the
why?
padded room, the crazy guy.
Look at the sadistic smile. Yeah, he said, all these people talking, they don't know Jack. And look at the face of fear there on
Oh, he's got to fight the
Clearwater.
hands.
Clearwater's
no,
prone.
fight the hands. Don't go for the takedown. Fight the hands. Fight the hands, Jordan.
Oh, and
No,
now
no,
my God.
Oh, he jumped guard into a guillotine. What the hell is this, Blake?
Oh, he's under the chin, too. He's under the...
But this isn't a match. What is this guy
He's
doing?
out.
Look at the eyes.
He's out.
Look at the eyes of Jack Banning. Sickening. He's out.
They need to let that... Somebody needs to get that off. He can have brain damage if he holds this for too long.
You're right.
There's a
Oh, my
lack
God.
of oxygen to the brain.
Blake, this is getting dangerous, Blake. Somebody's got to do something, Blake. Somebody's got to do something.
Psychopath in there. Get him out of the ring.
Blake has left. Blake Troop it. Now we've got officials. Officials have slid in. And now Blake Troop has left the broadcast position, saying how dangerous this is. He's been locked in this guillotine for far too long. He's cutting off the circulation jam.
Clearwater is completely limp in there. Blake Troop, he had to. This is his guy. They've gotten so close over these months in training. That is absolute psychopath Jack Banning in there, just taking out the now unfortunately former Heritage Champion.
Shocking happenings, title changing hands. 500th episode. This is how we're going to start it.